Hey guys, it's Ep28 here, and welcome back to episode 28 of my Manchester City career mode. Now in today's episode we're going to be playing at least two matches, the first of which is against Crystal Palace in the EFL Cup. And we've also got a game against Burnley coming up in the league to play as well, followed by a game in the Champions League group stage against FC Barnsley. We might well get onto that game. We might try and do 3 games in today's episode. For those of you who don't already know, the episodes have been short over the last couple of weeks due to the fact I've been on holiday, but slowly now, because this is one of the last ones I've got to pre-record, we should be hopefully in the next few days getting back to normal uploads as I get back from holiday. So before we get into today's episode, if we could try and hit 100 likes, then I'd really appreciate it. Also, if you're new to the channel or just haven't subscribed yet, then please go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well. That'd be absolutely fantastic. And let's crack on with today's episode. First of all, we've got this is the side we're going to go with for the game against Crystal Palace. We've got Edison starting goal. Semedo starts at right back, although actually Kyle Walker will probably be the better option. Company and Benucci going to play centre back. Bertrand as our left back here. Sol and De Bruyne as two CDMs with Silva in front of them. Sanchez on the right hand side. Sané on the left hand side with Sergio Aguero up front. And that leaves us with a bench looking like this. John Stones, Semedo, Gundogan, Yaya Toure, Sterling Lozano and Gabriel Jesus all on there. Leaves us with a lot of big names missing out as ever because we have such a large squad. We need to cut it down at some point, but we tried in the summer and just nobody wanted to sign our players. So we'll wait and see how we get on in January on that side of things. But first of all, let's focus on trying to get ourselves into the next round here. A tough game potentially against Crystal Palace. We'll wait and see what sort of side they put out. It could be a cup team. I'm not really too sure. But I think here we are going to go with quite a strong team. We're going with a full strength team basically. And in fact, I'm just going to switch Joe Hart as our goalkeeper because we are in a cup game and that's what I said I was going to do. So we will actually just put Joe Hart in goal for this one. Other than that, the team will remain the same and let's see how we get on and hopefully get through to the next round. Okay, so at the Etihad Stadium for this match against Crystal Palace. I'm expecting a tough game. I'm expecting that they'll put out a good enough side to try and challenge us here. Although, for all we know, they could have put out a cup team. We'll wait and find out. Already they're starting with some intent, playing it long to Wilfred Zaha. We've won that one though, and hopefully now we can get up the pitch and try and create a chance early on. Bernardo Silva, got to look out wide there to Leroy Sané. Needs some support in the middle. Sané going to cut back inside. Sanchez is free here. Going to try and find Aguero. Couldn't bundle his way through. It's a close chance for us though. Wanted to try and take a shot there with Sanchez, but the space just didn't open up sadly. Bernardo Silva going to look to Sergio Aguero. Aguero's through here. He's going to shoot. Saved by Mandanda. Sanchez is free for a little cross in if he can find anyone in there. Aguero tried, but sadly not quite tall enough to get on the end of that one. Sanchez again goes to try and create another attack here. And a good start to this game. We've been in control of the ball for most of it. It feels like that anyway. Hopefully that's backed up by the stats. We'll wait and see at half time. Just struggling to create too many clear-cut chances. That Aguero chance probably our only one so far really this game. But hopefully more to come. Bernardo Silva here trying a back heel, but I don't know why. Sanchez. Aguero going to turn, look to Leroy Sané, nearly found a little dink. Aguero doing some sort of random skill, I've no idea why. It nearly worked, but sadly again unable to create any chance at the moment. About 5 minutes left of the first half, not creating any clear-cut chances, bit frustrating, I don't know what's going on. We just can't seem to get past their defence at the moment. Aguero onto Leroy Sané. Still going, still has it here, Leroy Sané, Aguero into Kyle Walker, trying to run through, gets brought down. They got the ball though and it'll be cleared. Will that be cleared for half time? Possibly. Frustrating first half for us here. Still got the ball, but that'll surely be it. There's only 2 minutes added on. It is, that's it for the first half. 0-0 still. Yeah, not great enough chances. We've controlled the game, there's no doubt about it. Palace have rarely gone forward. But yet to get any clear opportunities. So, yeah, we might have to look to change something here. I don't know what's happening at the moment. Struggling with chance creation. That's obviously not good news for us because we need to score some goals, really. Okay, so we'll continue with things how they are, but we've got to try and step things up because it's not good enough here against Crystal Palace. The amount of good quality players that we have on the pitch, world-class players, in fact, and to not have at least had a couple of shots more on target is pretty poor, really. So we need to improve things. We have got a lot of the ball, but we're not doing anything with it at the moment. Bertrand going to look to Leroy Sané. It's not a bad delivery, actually, if we had someone taller in there. Punched away by Mandanda. Going to try and keep hold of it here, but Sanchez loses it. Sanchez into Sané. He's now going to look to Sergio Aguero. He's won that one as well, Aguero, but he loses out. Bertrand's won it back. Maybe going to go for a cross, or can he bring it inside? Aguero to Leroy Sané. He's going to turn his man. Sané to shoot. Much better. Sanchez, can he find a cutback? Bernardo Silva, dreadful. Oh, don't know what happened. Everyone seemed to run away when Sanchez was looking for the cutback. Don't know what's gone on there. It's really poor positioning. Just watch Bernardo Silva just drops back. Needs to get in there. Needs to get in there and try and get a tap in. Frustrating. Positionally not good enough from the attackers there. Should have been 1-0. Bernardo Silva needs a runner. Aguero's got to get going. Oh, it's a weak run, Aguero. Come on. Leroy Sané into Sergio Aguero. Trying to turn his man and shoots. Didn't have enough of an angle on him. Should have turned much better than that. Bernardo Silva now to try and shoot. Oof, nearly found the bottom left-hand corner. Saved by Mandanda, though. Frustrating. Poor shots at the moment. Poor finishes in general. Kevin De Bruyne going to try and deliver in straight at the front post. And that'll be cleared by the Palace defence. Chance here. Aguero. Oh, what a strike. Sergio Aguero gets the goal. It's 1-0. There's 30 minutes left of the game. He scores in the 61st minute. It's out of nowhere as well. Just a nice little layoff. It's on the edge of the box. And he smashes it past the goalkeeper. Mandanda not going to save that. Decent strike from him. Just pulls out the box. We have a lot of players that like to do that. Have a lot of players that don't want to necessarily be target men in the box. And look at this. Just players in and around the box, on the edge of the box. And this time we get a shot away. It finally finds the back of the net. Not too many shots. Not like too many chances on target at all. But we've managed to take one there. And it's given us the lead. But only a slender one. We need to now try and push on. Leroy Sané onto Ryan Bertrand. On the overlap here. Going to look to the back post. Sanchez was there. Again, we struggle for height, but we do get into some good crossing positions in this formation. Just lacking a target man in the middle, sadly. Sanchez now going to take the throwing. Don't see that too often. Kyle Walker into Sol. Sol now going to play into Sergio Aguero. Again, looking to turn his man and get a shot away. Might fall for Sol. He does strike it, and he's made it 2-0. 70 minutes into this game. Sol doubles our lead. And we've now started to score some goals in this second half. Much better, starting to get some shots on target as well. This one's a little bit more fluky, falls through quite nicely, and just allows him to put it past Mandanda, who, to be honest, I think should probably do a little bit better. It's not like he's found the corner here, Sol. He's just struck it at the goal, and it's happened to go in. It's through the legs of the defender, but I think Mandanda's positioning is all over the place there. It's 2-0, and we are managing to get ourselves, I think, into the next round with 20 minutes to go. You'd imagine so, anyway. Bernardo Silva looks to switch it out to Sanchez. The Palace defence really stretched now as they push forward. Can he make it 3? Sanchez! Oh, what a strike off the bar. Leroy Sané across trying to find Sanchez, who went for the diving header. Sadly, doesn't add to the tally yet. Oh, Sanchez gets brought down. Oh, not again. Not again. We've had this before. It was on the Tottenham career mode. But it's happened on the Man.City career mode now. It's a dreadful decision again from the referee. It's a really obvious one. Just goes in for it. Sanchez quite clearly gets the ball first. Gets a toe to it in front of Scott Dan. I mean, it's an obvious penalty. There's no doubt about it. And it's not been given. I don't get how you can't give that. Look, he gets wiped out. It's such an obvious penalty. Terrible refereeing. 15 minutes left, and for some reason that's not being given. Like I say, we've seen it on the Tottenham career mode as well. It's clearly just an error in the programming somewhere, so I don't know why that happens. You would have thought those sort of things would have been ironed out long before now. Kyle Walker on the overlap still, though. Aguero was going to be the cutback, but it nearly found Sol in the end. Aguero to Kevin De Bruyne. He's going to hit this one. Oof, not too far over. Okay, all 3 changes now. Lozano, Stones and Sterling all to come on. Kevin De Bruyne will come off along with Silva and Sanchez. Just freshen up the team. There's about 10 minutes left, to be honest, so we'll wait and see how they get on. Stones at CDM, again, just trying things out. He's played there 2 or 3 times, I think, now. But we'll wait and see how he does. 10 minutes left. Hopefully going to continue to add to the scoreline, but we'll wait and see how many players Palace continue to throw forward. Leroy Sané inside here to Sol. Sol onto Sergio Aguero. Can we find anyone to make a run? Aguero tried to play it through to Stones. That would be an interesting strike from John Stones if he had got through. It didn't happen in the end, and company with a really, really good challenge. I think it was helped by a pullback, though. Sterling onto Sergio Aguero. Back to Raheem Sterling. Oh, good challenge. But he's won it back. Raheem Sterling onto Aguero. Oh, he got blocked. Could have maybe kept going with Sterling there. Lozano through to Sergio Aguero. Still looking for a third goal. Aguero tries to shoot. Again, challenged, and that will be it for the game. We've won the match 2-0 into the next round. That's the most important thing, of course, to manage to get past the team however you can. It hasn't been the greatest sort of level of finishing. Been happy with the performance. There's been no question we were going to go through to the next round. Palace really haven't put up a fight. But as you can see, they've got 1 shot, 1 on target. So, yeah, that kind of tells you the story. But it was just the fact that we didn't score as many goals as we probably should have. And, yeah, didn't quite manage to take those chances. Hopefully, though, we can continue to try and improve and try and take those chances in the future. Main thing is, like I say, that we get through to the next round, though. This is interesting. One of our young, talented players here emailing us saying, my role at the club. He's not happy with the lack of game time that he's been getting. He thinks he should have been given more based on what he was given in his contract. So Ferreira's not very happy. A bit strange. Not really too sure what he was expecting, to be honest. 70 overall. We offered him sporadic first-team player. I don't know what more he wants, really. He's at one of the best clubs in the world, so he's not going to play many games, is he? Although maybe he could have played the cup game. But, you know, he might play in this game against Burnley, who knows. Okay, so this is I'm going to go with for the game against Burnley now in the league. Ederson will start in goal, Semedo at right back, Stones, Hernandez and Mendy in our defence, Delph, Gundogan and Yaya Toure in midfield, Raheem Sterling on the right hand side, Lozano on the left hand side with Gabriel Jesus starting up front. This is the bench I've gone with Tosin, Kyle Walker, Fernandinho, Zinchenko, Sané, Ferreira and Sanchez all on there. Ferreira could come on here. Of course, if we are in a decent lead, then we will bring him on, and we'll wait and see how he gets on during today's game. Obviously, there's a lot of big names missing out, but we do have other games coming up, especially the Champions League match, again in a few days' time. So we'll wait and see what sort of performance we're able to get out of this set of players. Of course, Gabriel Jesus is going to be our main man, hopefully, up front, and should hopefully get us the goals in today's game. Let's wait and see how he gets on, hopefully get ourselves the 3 points, and see whether we can beat Burnley. Okay, here we go at Turf Moor for this game against Burnley. Of course, on paper, we have the better team, despite this being a heavily changed side. We should be expected to win this game, but of course, it doesn't always turn out like that. So hopefully, we do put in a good enough performance to beat them. We've got to make sure we're scoring early goals, though we can't leave it until the 60th and 70th minute like we did last game. Delph. Oh, what a pass through to Raheem Sterling. You're going to have to cut back inside now. Look to Gabriel Jesus. Cut back to Delph on his right foot. Anywhere but his right. Oh, should have let it come across his body and had the shot on his left. But of course, didn't happen. And that's our first proper opportunity, if you can say that. It was a good move anyway, but we just didn't have the finish. Still remains 0-0, 25 minutes in. Yeah. Looking for a ball through. Gundogan finishes. No, he doesn't. He doesn't finish it off. That's embarrassing. 0-0. Still hits the post. I thought that was in the back of the net. I thought it was a certainty. Didn't happen, and sadly remains 0-0 this game. Really good move yet again. Decent run from midfield. Unable to convert it though. Gundogan out to Semedo. Going to go for Yaya Toure maybe in the middle. Toure didn't even jump. Come on, Toure. Got to do better than that. Got to at least challenge for it. It's out for a corner anyway. Sterling now to deliver back in. Chance for Lozano. He's actually jumped for it despite his height. Gundogan through to Gabriel Jesus. Really good opportunity to cut back here. Chance maybe for Yaya Toure. It's behind him. Again, the attack's about to break down. I can just feel it. Toure's still trying to find a shot, and he might still... Again, gets blocked. A double interception from the defence. They really don't want us having shots on target. At the moment, being really restricted by the Burnley defence. Very frustrating again for us. It's happening a lot. We're seeing a lot of the defenders do this. And it's meaning that goals are very difficult for us. Again, saved by Tom Heaton out front of the corner. Sterling to cross in. At the back post. Oh, again blocked. Can it fall for somebody? No, it's cleared yet again. Really good opportunity for us there. Again from that corner. Semedo tries an ambitious shot. Saved by Heaton though. Half time, 0-0 again. It's happened again. Again, we can't get through Burnley's defence, and that means that we haven't managed to get ourselves a goal in the first half. It's happening a lot. I'm struggling to find a way to not be able to go in at half time at 0-0, because at the moment they're just blocking everything. We can't get past them. So I really don't know what more I can do, to be totally honest. We are playing exactly the style of football that we initially set out as playing, and haven't really changed since we first started this career mode, so I'm not really too sure what more I can do here. Okay, so we've changed the formation to a 4-3-3 holding. Seems a little bit strange maybe, but we're going to do that just to give us a bit of a better balance, I think, in the team, to hopefully try and make sure we can get more passes going around the midfield area, and hopefully try and get more forward runners as well, by encouraging both of the centre mids to get forward as opposed to just having the centre attacking mid getting forward. So it might seem a little bit counterintuitive to play a holding formation to try and attack more, but that's what we're going to try and do, and hopefully it'll work with Gundogan just sitting instead. Gabriel Jesus looking for Yaya Toure. Through. Oh, what a save. Our best chance. Sterling must finish it off, but he gets blocked. Best chance of the game. It's come a few minutes into the second half. It might be as a result of the formation. I've no idea. But we've certainly started much better already. Really good block, though. Stops that from going in. Out for a corner. It's going to be to Sterling to try and cross it in. It's not a bad delivery. Delph going to try and get there. So is a few other different players. Actually, might fall for Yaya Toure to hit it. Deflects towards Tom Heaton. Oh, what a save. What a save, Ederson. Burnley's first opportunity, it looked like it was going to go in for a second. He's going to go out for a corner. It's going to be Robbie Brady here to cross it in. Got to try and get this one straight out and go for a counter-attack if possible. Not quite managed to do that. Boyd will give it back to Brady for another cross. He's going to go back into the middle. Has to be cleared. Delph going to try and fire it up the other end of the pitch to Gabriel Jesus. Can he bring it down? In fact, he might be able to. Raheem Sterling going to run beyond him. Gets hacked down. We might take the foul in a second, but Sterling will keep going. Doesn't have any support. We should have probably taken the foul, but again gets crowded out really aggressively by the defender. Okay, first change, Yaya Toure off. Ferreira's going to come on. Lozano's going to play as a centre mid now. A little bit different, but we're going to go for it for the time being. Ferreira's going to come on, obviously, to get some little bit of game time and hopefully try and make him a little bit happier and make sure he wants to stay at the club. So yeah, Lozano at centre mid. That won't last too long. I think maybe in 10 minutes or so after we see how he gets on there, we might well change that up. But I'm expecting Lozano to still run from midfield, to be honest. So I'm not really too worried about playing a little bit further back. Gabriel Jesus looking for the runner here. Lozano didn't quite make the right run, but he still might get there. Gets a shot over the bar. Great opportunity. It's gone out for a goal kick, though. We'll make the final 2 changes, I think, now. Okay, so the final 2 changes. Sanchez and Leroy Sané to come on for the final 20 minutes. Of course, big names coming on here to try and change the game. Mendy and Sterling coming off. And we're obviously changing the formation. 3 at the back, 3-4-1-2. And we'll wait and see how that goes. Ferreira's going to play as a right mid. Lozano's a left mid. They'll end up dropping back, no doubt, into a 5. But we'll wait and see anyway how he gets on. Leroy Sané at centre attacking mid. And yeah, hopefully those changes can try and do something here for the final 20 minutes. I'm obviously slightly worried by the fact that we've gone 3 at the back and Burnley have 2 strikers, so that could be an issue, but we'll deal with it if it happens, hopefully. Sanchez looking to get round Keane. Not quite done it. In fact, he might, but couldn't get round him enough to get the shot away. Another corner for Burnley here. Got to be cleared. Robbie Brady delivers. Punched away well by Ederson. Needs to get back in his goal now. Boyd will keep going and he'll shoot. What a block that was. Oh my days. Really, really good block. I'm not so sure who it was, but Boyd still has it. Got to clear better than that. Ferreira still going. Needs somebody else to run through, but Ferreira might be able to do it. Oh, just got brought down at the wrong time, just as I was about to shoot. Oh, could have been 1-0 there. No way. No. Oh my days. Leroy Sané trying to kick it with his right foot nearly cost us the game here. How has that happened? Swings and misses. Come on, Ederson, clear it this time. Come on, let's get a counter-attack going. There's not much longer left. It's up to Sanchez. He's going to try and hold it up. Leroy Sané now on the counter-attack. Gabriel Jesus. Oh, he's running out of... Oh, Jesus, that's terrible. That's it. We can only lose this game now if we manage to concede from this attack. We can no longer win the match. Semedo going to try and clear it. That's it. How can we not beat Burnley? How? I have no idea what's gone on in this game. We've been completely in control. It's happened a lot on both career modes recently. I have no idea why we've suddenly had a bit of an issue scoring and creating chances. But we don't seem to be creating the chances anymore for some reason. The chances don't seem to come up. The main issue is the defenders are blocking everything. They're stopping us getting past them at all times. I don't know whether these set of players I have are just too weak, or whether they don't have good enough stamina to get past them, or what. I don't really know, but at the moment, performances have not been good at all, and it's a disappointing result. You've got to beat Burnley. It's Burnley. I mean, I don't even know who supports Burnley. I mean, come on. One of our players is worth more than their whole squad. I mean, that tells you something. We should win. It's as simple as that. Okay, so that's what the Premier League table looks like. Saying that, we have actually only dropped points in that last match so far in the Premier League this season. So it's 16 points now from the first 6 games. Crystal Palace have gone ahead and matched that. I thought we were actually doing pretty well in the first 6 games. Clearly, Palace would like to also do well as well. They've got 5 wins and 1 draw, so we're only winning on goal difference, but it's a fantastic goal difference that we've got. Only conceded 2 goals so far in the whole of the first 6 games. Pretty decent start for us. Scored plenty of goals according to that, but still not enough in that last game. 0 goals. I hate 0-0s. I say it in a lot of episodes at the moment because we're not scoring often enough. In both career modes this is, mainly the Tottenham one though, I think. But yeah, we're going to get on some play drills before we finish today's episode. I was tempted to try and play in the next match that we have in the Champions League, but don't quite have enough time to be able to play it and also get this edited and ready before I go on holiday. So apologies about that. It will just be again 2 games in today's episode. We just saw there that Ferreira, the left back's gone up to 72 overall. Fernandes goes up to 73 as well. Fantastic news for our youngsters going up nicely in overall there. And yeah, that means that that will be it for today's episode. We'll quickly take a look at these emails, see what we've got here. Fernandinho not happy with his playing time. I think his career at City might be coming to an end soon. Could be January, could be next summer. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I don't think he will have a particular place for him in the squad, to be honest. I've been looking at alternatives in the centre mid position recently to look for those sort of the next Fernandinho's, Fabian Delphs, Yaya Torres. Delph isn't old, but I just might not be using him particularly. I've been looking for those sort of players to come in and try and replace him eventually further down the line. I've found a few players here that I've been scouting as potential replacements, and I continue to look for them as well. But just a few players I thought looked particularly good. But like I say, we'll wait and see what happens in January and in the summer. That is everything for today's episode. Thank you all so much for watching. If we could try and hit 100 likes, then I'd really appreciate it. Also, if you're new to the channel or just haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well. That'd be absolutely fantastic. As I'm recording this, we are close to 11,000 subscribers. By the time this has gone out, I think we'll have surpassed that by then, to be honest, because I think we're about 20 away or something. So thank you all so much for that, by the way. I really do appreciate it. It's fantastic that I see so much support on the channel. Thank you so much, and hopefully these videos have been okay for whilst I've been away. Like I say, we are coming to the end of these scheduled uploads now. There's only a few more days, and then I'll be back to the regular uploads that you've seen before now. So that's everything for today's episode. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.